John, wake up! Oh, guess what time it is?
I don't know.
It's Sabbath Night Live!
The Christian worldview for morality is that there is an absolute standard for right and wrong. All people are sinful, and as a result are unable to be with a perfect God in eternity. But Jesus' sacrifice frees us from our sin, granting us salvation. According to Christianity, we don't have to do anything to get to heaven, and there is no expectation for imperfect humans to attempt to be perfect when it is impossible. However, the worldviews on morality of other religions are often based on unrealistic expectations that people should do the right thing all the time. Buddhism, for instance, expects one to follow the Eightfold Path perfectly to reach enlightenment. The Christian worldview is therefore superior to other religions in that it has a reasonable expectation for Christians to sin while trying to mimic Christ as best as a sinful being can, while other religions expect their followers to be perfect. Christianity rationally excludes morality from salvation due to humans' depraved nature, while other religions unreasonably require nearly perfect integrity for salvation, making it virtually impossible to achieve.
Dear freshmen, we appreciate your questions. However, we do not have the answer for, does God have a wife? The second Twitter question could be answered by Caleb. It is said that the disciples and Jesus wouldn't die for a lie, so what they believed in and died for must be true. Is it not also true that those of other faith could die for something that they believed in to be true, but to us is a lie?
Here I'll answer your question with another question. If you're found guilty of a murder, even though you know you're innocent, would you purposely confess to that murder, especially if the penalty is death? I don't know what your answer may be, but if I'm innocent, there's no way that I would confess. The disciples would have had to intentionally lie in order to uphold their belief that Jesus rose from the dead. Would they have died for something that they know is a lie? Other people wouldn't know that their belief is a lie, and therefore they are willing to give up their life for what they believe is true.
Hello, random stranger. I have a joke for you. How does Moses make his coffee?
I don't know.
He brews it.
Our next two Twitter questions say, how can forgiveness in other religions relate to forgiveness in Christianity, and where are the common themes of unconditional forgiveness? How can forgiveness in other religions relate to forgiveness in Christianity? Well, throughout all religions, there are so many different views of forgiveness. For example, Buddhism's view of forgiveness is a practice of removing unhealthy emotions that would otherwise cause harm to our mental well-being. Or, for Sikhism, it is viewed as the remedy to anger. Although some religions do get close, none of them have true unconditional forgiveness. Where are the common themes of unconditional forgiveness? Unconditional forgiveness argues that the forgiveness should not be dependent upon the obedience of the other person. The clearest text which speaks to this is Mark 11:25, which says, "And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father, who is also in heaven, may forgive your trespasses." Perhaps the strongest case for unconditional forgiveness is Jesus on the cross when he cried, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Luke 23:34. Jesus is praying for forgiveness of his offenders and executors. Wouldn't that be unconditional?
Sir, where was Solomon's temple located?
I don't know.
On the side of his head. Comedy.